guys, happy Friday. I hope you've had a really good week and that you're ready for some new learning. So just like every other week, I want you to push pause on this video and go and get your pencil and paper for our new spelling words. Okay, so you should have your pencil and paper. And we're going to start off by reviewing our old spelling words from last week. So last week we had the words chips, chair, much, each, and chin. So remember, we're getting our spelling words from the phonics lessons we learned the last week that we were in school. So we were practicing TH, that says th, WH, which says w, CH, which says ch, and today we're going to be doing SH, which says sh. So our first spelling word for this week is the word shout. Shout. The boy had to shout across the playground. So project his voice, shout. Okay, our next word is the word wash. Wash. It is important that we wash our hands, especially now. The next word we use a lot in our writing, it's the word she. She. So referring to a girl. She is a very nice friend. And the next one is the word sheep. Sheep. My kids and I actually saw some sheep the other day. We went and drove to a farm and there were sheep and there were goats and they had just had their babies and they were so tiny and cute. So that's the word sheep. And the last word, some of you might have one of these, is fish. Fish. So those are our new spelling words for this week. Just like all the other words, please write them down. You can use them in a sentence, you can put them in a story, you can put them on your refrigerator, you can tape them on your ceiling, you can do whatever you want to, but I would like you practicing these words. And you could also practice all of the other words that we've learned, all the WH, CH, and TH words that we learned in previous weeks. So those words should now be in your head, should be able to spell and read them. Okay, friends? So I'll take this off. And I thought for a quick lesson, because you should all have your homework by now, so I thought that we would do a writing sample from one of your writing worksheets that you got in your homework this week. So I just read all of the frog books that I had assigned you on Epic, and I thought that we could write our All About Frogs worksheet. So we'll give you a sample of what you could write for this worksheet. So let's put this up here. I really liked learning about frogs. They're really cool. My kids even watched all the videos and they really liked them as well too. Okay, so All About Frogs. So some of the things that we learned, there were lots of information from all the different books. But if we had to pick 5 sentences, so 5 things that we learned about frogs, I think I would start mine with how frogs start off. So frogs begin their lives as an egg. So I think I'll write that. So frogs begin their life as an egg. So they start off as eggs. And then, before they grow into a frog, they are a tadpole. So that would be a good thing to mention as well. So before they are an adult frog, they live as a tadpole. So before they grow into a frog, they are a tadpole. When I was a little girl, my brothers and I used to go down to this little creek And they always used to have, in the springtime, they would have little tadpoles, and we'd actually catch the tadpoles, and we'd keep them in a jar, and we'd bring them home, and we'd watch them, and then we'd always go back the next day and let them go. But they're really cool to look at swimming around. So the next sentence, let's see. Frog begins his life as an egg, and before it grows into a frog, it is a tadpole. So then it's an adult frog, and adult frogs are really good at jumping. So we could say frogs are great jumpers. So frogs are great jumpers. What else would be a really good thing to say about a frog? What about, you had to do a worksheet on their habitat or their diet. So one thing that I kept on hearing them say in the books was that frogs eat lots of insects. So that could be something that we could say. We could say that most frogs eat insects. So most frogs eat insects. Gross. Remember, for all my sentences, I have periods and capitals. For all, the beginning of my sentence is always a capital, and the end of my sentence always has a period. So for my last sentence about my frogs, what could we say? One interesting fact that I did remember reading was that most frogs live between 4 and 15 years. That's the length of their life, which I thought is really long. I didn't know frogs live that long at all. So I think that's a pretty interesting fact that I think we should write down. So frogs live between 4 and 15 years. That's pretty long. That's longer than you guys have been around. Okay, so that is our story, or our facts that we could put on all about frogs. So let's just give it a read and make sure that it makes sense. So it says, frogs begin their life as an egg. There's my capital, there's my period. Before they grow into a frog, they are a tadpole. My capital and my period. Frogs are great jumpers. My capital, my period. Most frogs eat insects. Frogs live between 4 and 15 years. Again, my capital and my period. And that would be a really good sample that you guys could do for this worksheet. It's 5 solid facts about frogs coming straight from the books, and it gives the reader who's reading your worksheet some information on how frogs live and what frogs are all about. Okay? So that would be our sample for our writing. We've already gone over all the other math and all the other worksheets. So I thought I would just end this lesson, it's just a quick lesson, with our Judy B. Jones. So we've read chapters 1 and 2, so we're on chapter 3. And if you remember, I know we didn't do it last week, the last couple of weeks, but if you remember, Judy B. Jones was going and getting a haircut with her dad, and she changed her name to, Gladys Guzman. So she went to the barbershop with her dad, and she was getting into mischief, spinning on the chairs and being Judy B. Jones. So chapter 3 is called Practicing. Let's see what she's going to practice. Daddy drove me home in the car. I kept on sniffing the air. You smell like a lovely woman, I said. Daddy wasn't that friendly. It's the hair gel, he grouched. I sniffed some more. I love that smelly hair gel, I said. Plus also, I love sweeping and holding the fluffy towel. And so maybe I might be a beauty shop guy when I grow up. Wonderful, said Daddy. I know, it is wonderful, I said. And here's another wonderful thing. I already have a name tag and a towel and a broom, and I have some scissors. And so I'm all set to go to work, probably. Just then, Daddy quick pulled the car to the curb. No, Judy B. Jones, no. You're not all set to go to work, he said. You don't just pick up scissors and start cutting hair. Do you understand? Working in a beauty shop takes years and years of practice. Yeah, only I already know that, I said. I already know it takes years and years of practice. Years and years and years, said Daddy. I did a huffy breath at him. I already know that. I told you, I said again. After that, I leaned back in my chair and I thinked about the years and years of practice. Finally, I did a big sigh. I would have to get started right away. Daddy pulled the car into our driveway. I ran inside my house zippity quick. I'm home, I hollered. I'm home from the beauty shop. Mother ran out of baby Ollie's room. Shh, I just put your brother down for his nap, she said. I stood there for a minute, because that woman just gave me a sneaky idea, that's why. I did a fake yawn. I need a nap too, I think, I said, because that beauty shop got me all tired out. I walked to my bedroom. Well, nighty-night, I said. Don't let the bed bugs bite, I said. Mother followed me. Her face looked suspicious. Suspicious is the grown-up word for, I think maybe you might be fibbing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on there a second, said Mother. I thought you hated naps. I do, I said. I do hate naps. But today, I worked at the beauty shop, and that job got me all tired, I tell ya. After that, I closed the door, and I got under my covers. Mother peeked in at me. I did a fake snore. Then I waited and waited till she closed the door again. I stayed in bed till it was safe. Then finally, I tiptoed to my desk, and I opened the top drawer real quiet. I searched my hands all around that thing. Then all of a sudden, my heart got very pumpy, because my hands felt what they were looking for, and their name is the Bestest Shiny Scissors. Uh-oh, what is she going to do? That's the end of our chapter, so we're going to have to wait till next week to see what Miss Junie B. Jones is going to do with those scissors. Okay, guys? I hope you have a great weekend. We have some really exciting guest teachers on Monday, so I will be posting another video on Monday. Okay? Have a good weekend, guys. See you later.